I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Ha, Rakakwadash, double honors unto our apostle elders, which rule great millstone wow and shalom, to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, may you endure into the end. Shalom, wa abba. So this is Matthew 25, verse 40, which Yahweh Shai is prophesying of himself. It says, and the king, which Yahushua is that king, shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me. Then, and he's talking about the elect prophets, if you feed us, which I hope to be in that number, you'll receive the reward of a prophet if you give us water, which it's all up in the top. Up here I was just, getting to the point of us being the prophets of doom. All right, we're those witnesses that the Lord promised in these last days. All right, testifying of Yahweh Shai in the spirit of prophecy. And he prophesied himself, of what he was going to do when he returned, of that glory that he received from the Father. It says, and the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me. And that's why in Revelation 18 and 20, when the judgment comes forth on Babylon the Great, the command for his elect are to rejoice. It says in verse 20, Revelation 18 and 20, rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, hath avenged you on her. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone, which the nuclear destruction of America is going to be a divinely inspired situation, all right? There's going to be angels, there's going to be spirit, his own spirit upon these missiles. It says, and cast it into the sea. It says, and a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city, America, be, which it's called Babylon in the scriptures, to hide it from, the ones the Lord wants to be destroyed, be thrown down and shall be found no more at all. And they're going to be destroyed in Babylon, or gathered as a troop and put in the valley of Jehoshaphat and mounted there by laser coming out of the chariot, which in this world as a so-called UFO. So going back to Matthew 25 and 41, it says in verse 41, Yahushua says, then shall he say also, which I want to keep these together, 40 and 41, I'm in 41, then shall he say also unto them on the left hand, depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels, which the nuclear destruction was prepared for Edom, and his military was to be destroyed also, as prophesied in the valley of Jehoshaphat. All right? So Jake, the Israelite that doesn't believe, the unfaithful Israelite, is going to be destroyed with this devil. All right? Whether they take the implantable microchip or they worship his image and his name, like IUIC. IUIC, they could be destroyed by fire today, being that they serve the name JC, that Jesus Christ. That's a false name, and that's enough for them to be destroyed by fire in the lake of fire, in America. And, if you worship his system, You want this place to continue, you're going to be destroyed with it. All right? But the Lord, he has his men here with a sure word of prophecy, and you would do well if you took heed. All right? Which, he's telling you to feed and water and clothe his prophets. If you're not a prophet of Israel, but you have faith, as an Israelite should, then you have the ability of showing your faith. All right? In your actions. All right? You got to walk it out. You just can't talk it, right? Because then you're just a hypocrite. So the Lord made it simple. All right? The prophets, we're feeding you. We're giving you drink of this everlasting water, this water of life. You have access to the tree of life. All right? And he wants you to take care of it, nourish it. All right? Cherish it. So with Babylon, though, we are the prophets of doom. And this includes even them that are cursed amongst our people. It says in 41, Yahushua says, then shall he say also unto them on the left hand, depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire prepared for the devil and his angels. Which this is dealing with the Israelites, the cursed ones. When you go into there, it says, because Esau and them, they're already condemned. But this is dealing with the Israelites that are unfaithful. It says, let me get the word. Kata ara amai. It says to curse, doom. See, so we are prophets of doom. And let's see this, but I don't want to butcher it. Imprecate, utter a curse, or invoke evil against someone or something. The ones that talk shit about his prophets, the reprobates. See? Imprecate evil upon. Execration, the act of cursing or denouncing. See? So the unfaithful are going to perish in their unfaithfulness. Yep, it's in the Apocrypha. 2nd Ezra 15, verse 3. Verse 4, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Let me go to 3. It says, fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity, the unbelieving of them trouble thee that speak against thee, because they talk evil of us. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. And you're going to be caught up in that destruction. All right, so this is Jeremiah 50 in the GNT. All right, Good News Translation of Jeremiah 50, verse 33, and I'm going to read down. This is what the Lord says about Babylonia, America. It says in verse 33, Yahweh Almighty says, the people of Israel and of Judah are oppressed. All who captured them are guarding them closely and will not let them go, which they're looking at us right back in our phones. They're watching us. They're observing us. They're trying to search us out for something that they could try to condemn, use against us to condemn us. All right. So But it's saying, let me grab that real quick. With such many witnesses, what's it say? It says in Hebrews 12, verse 1, wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which doth so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us, looking unto Yahushua, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of Yahweh. See, so we're being observed on many levels. All right, the angels are watching us and giving report back to Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushua. All right, so the Lord's gonna punish the unbelieving Israelite. All right, it says, I'm gonna read Jeremiah 50 GNT 33. Yahweh Almighty says, the people of Israel and of Judah are oppressed, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American Indian of North America, Central America, South America, and the Caribbeans. All who captured them are guarding them closely and will not let them go. But the one who will rescue them is strong, Yahushua, and he has his strength through Yahweh, his Father, our Father, which we have adoption through Yahushua as Israelites. His name is the Yahweh Almighty. He himself will take up their cause and will bring peace to the earth, but trouble to the people of Babylonia. So he's going to cause trouble in America, which you can see it's already happening. All right. There's so much happening right now that they don't even put on the news. All right. Because if they did, it would cause an uproar even more of the people. The people are already in uproar. And if they really told you that the judgment was here, because most of these people are in gross darkness, they don't want to know. They're rejecting the reality of which they live in. It says in verse 35, the Lord says, death to Babylonia, death to its people, to its rulers, to its men of wisdom, death to its lying prophets. What fools they are. Death to its soldiers, how terrified they are. And that's true. You keep an eye on these preppers and all them, and really they try to talk like they're confident and tough and all that, but you can tell that they're afraid because the whole world is turning their back on America. All right, which eventually they're going to go to war with America, and they're going to invade their streets. They're going to eventually nuke America. Verse 37, destroy its horses and chariots, death to its hired soldiers, which if you go to its military, you're going to receive that plague. How weak they are, right? They were freaking having sex changes and everything. Destroy its treasures, and I laugh at them because they're fucking fools. You're a fool to cut off your own privates as a man, but then think that you're going to go against the almighty Yahweh, which he's going to send his son in his glory, and he's not going to meet you as a man. And you already cut your rod off. Come on. It says, destroy its treasures. Hey, what do they say about Fort Knox? That a lot of people are thinking there's no gold. Obviously, there is no gold. The dollar is going to be destroyed, and they're going to make an implantable microchip mandatory for buying and selling, which is the mark of the beast. Plunder and loot, which that's what Esau does. They plunder and loot. So that's what they're going to receive. In America, they're going to receive plunder and loot. They're going to be robbed. Their families are going to be destroyed. Their women ravished. Bring a drought on its land and dry up its rivers. Nuclear destruction. Babylonia is a land of terrifying idols that have made fools of the people. See? And that's what I just read in Revelation 17. Right? Revelation 17. It says in verse 4, and the woman, which is America, was arrayed in purple and scarlet colored, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great. So this ain't talking about ancient Babylon. This is talking about America. Babylon the Great, the land of confusion. Where on the same corner of the same street, you'll have 4 different churches. The mother of harlots, which they push all kinds of fucked up things out of this place. And abominations, which they teach how to commit abomination in idol worship of the earth. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints, which they want to murder us. And they have already murdered the saints before in past generations here in America. But they want to bring great wrath, knowing that they have but a short time. And there is some saints that are going to be sacrificed even in this generation, but only a few. For the Lord is going to come and destroy Edom and their kingdom. He has a judgment plan for them, a lake of fire, nuclear destruction. And the blood of the martyrs, the witnesses of this generation of Yahushua. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration, because he's seeing a pretty woman. But that woman represented America, who is drunk on the blood of the saints. All right? It says, and the angel said unto me, wherefore didst thou marvel? Because he's seeing a pretty girl, but it's a serious business, you know. This represents America, our oppressor. I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carrieth her, which is the European Union, which they have the teeth, natal, which had the 7 heads and 10 horns, the European Union, Greece, Rome, Spain, France, Britain, Germana Major, Germana Minor. All right. It says, the beast that thou sawest was and is not, and what it says, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit, which is the European Union. Now, it was not, it was because it was already an allied setup in the past with ancient Rome and the heathen, but this time it's all Edomite. All right, those same countries now are Edomite ruled. All right, the so-called white man, the red devil, has conquered the world with his sword under these different names that were hiding who he really was because he's a fugitive. All right, so on this last go around, these Edomites are going to come out of Europe and go into perdition. All right, which America is the reincarnation of Rome, and it's going to be destroyed. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder whose names were not written in the book of life. And that's why you see all these false prophets popping up. From the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not and yet is. And here is the mind which hath wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains: Greece, Rome, Spain, France, Britain, Germana Major, Germana Minor. All right? The 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman sitteth. America rides this beast, the European Union, and together they have NATO. But once again, he's only going to be allowed to run for a short period, not for another 1,000 years. Like Sakari, the leader Al-Azhar, said recently in an interview that we still have 1,000 years possibly. Well, that's not true, because he's a false prophet, all right? We are the prophets of doom, and we're here because it's in this time, it's in this lifetime of ours that we're going to witness these words come true. They are faithful and true. Revelation 7 verse 10, and there are 7 kings, five are fallen, and one is, and the other is not yet come. And when he cometh, he must continue a short space, a short period of time. And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th, and is of the 7, and goeth into perdition, which is America. You see, America is going to be destroyed, and its allies are going to move against it. They're going to shoot nuclear missiles upon it. It says in verse 16, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. So the European Union is going to help the enemy of America, BRICS, to shoot nuclear missiles on America, and it's going to burn this place and eat her flesh with fire. Talking about the citizens. For Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, had put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of Yahweh Bahasham, Yahushai, be fulfilled, shall be fulfilled. Which this already happened. All we're waiting for is for that final prophecy of the implantable microchip being made mandatory. And it says, immediately after great tribulation, the Lord returns and delivers his people and destroys them that are oppressing him. And those reprobates, they're going to get that Matthew 7 verse, the reprobate Israelites. It says in Matthew 7 verse 22, many will say to me in that day, Yahushai, Yahushai, have we not prophesied in thy name? See, so there's men that think they're doing the Lord's will, prophesying in the name of Yahushai, Yahushai, and in thy name have cast out devils. So they believe in that name, Yahushai, Yahushai, and in thy name done many wonderful works, because there is power in the name Yahushai, Yahushai, Yahweh and Yahushai. And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you, depart from me, ye that work iniquity. Because they're given over to willful sin, they're ignorant, they rejected the truth, and they're going to be destroyed in that unfaithfulness. All right? But it's all according to the Lord's will. All right? Who is ordained to be saved, but we know them by their fruits. All right? And a tree that's been purged shall bear much fruit, and a branch that is bare will be purged and cast into the lake of fire. But with that, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham Ha-Rakah Kodash, double honors unto our apostle elders, which rule great millstone wow and Shalom, to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. May you endure unto the end. Shalom, wa abababon.